How I earnings on Medium in 1 month. The Guide to Earning Money Quickly on Medium. I started writing on Medium on the 23rd of November, 2019. In November I made $16.66, this increased to $288.76 in December, to $1,018.44 in January and $2,637.41 in March 2020. I had one rule: write every day. I had to show up, whether I felt like it or not. Some days it's been easy. My fingers have flown over the keyboard. I've written a full article quicker than I expected. Other days, it's taken me all day to muster just a few words. But, no matter my motivation, writing every day has taught me so much. I'm less precious about my articles and stats. I still obsess a little, I'll confess. But, my focus is to keep writing no matter what. Some of my articles have made 1 cent in total. Others have made $40, some have made $289, like How to Have the Best Orgasm of Your Life, and my highest earner, which was a crazy surprise, made $1,560. I watched my boyfriend have sex with my best friend. But, when I first started out in November, I didn't know what to expect. Plus, I felt scared to write. What if everyone hated me? I luckily found Shannon Ashley immediately. I read a lot of her work. Her advice is to read as much as possible before you begin writing on Medium. This way, you learn as much as you can before you start. There's so much information out there. I found specific blog posts on how to write your first piece, how to write well, how to understand Medium, and how to get the most out of it, for both yourself and your readers. I also found reading successful writers' work super helpful. I asked lots of questions while I read. For example, what language style do they use? How do they break up their work to keep a reader's attention? How often do they write and what do they write about? So, before you start on here, choose a few writers who stand out to you and read as much of their work as you can. With Shannon Ashley, I even copied her structure of writing. My first few articles are based loosely around her structure. From what I can understand, she pretty much always includes a personal experience at the start of her piece, followed by how this is useful for the reader, and ends with a takeaway. Takeaway literally gives you something to take away and leaves you feeling satisfied. I wanted to make money on Medium. But, I also wanted to write well. I hope to improve my writing style and learn how to create blogs that people actually wanted to read. I have written plenty of heartfelt pieces that I couldn't have been more proud of. However, they plummeted to a tragic end. No one was interested. These kinds of stories made me anything from 1 cent to 7 cents. You get the picture. So, when your heart tells you to write a piece about different types of crisps, and no one is interested, don't be surprised. Take a step back, swallow your pride, and choose a new topic. It can be heartbreaking, but it's important to put aside your emotions and take a fresh perspective. How do you write articles people want to read? What do people even want to read about? In my opinion, Medium readers like sex, technology, writing advice, and motivational life advice. There's more, but these are the topics I have particularly noticed. They get a lot of claps and a lot of engagement. So, think of your readers and pick a topic they will be interested in. Next, consider the quality of your article. Here are the golden rules: write an article that actually benefits your reader and not yourself. Keep it snappy and simple, don't overcomplicate your language. Pick a title that grabs people's attention and explains clearly what the article is about. For example, don't ever pick a title like The Concept of Forever in a Throwaway Society. That was my biggest flop. Instead, a title that tells the reader exactly what they are about to read is much more effective. For example, The Secret to Giving the Best Blowjob was a good earner. Always choose files and make sure they are popular. You can check this by looking at the number as you select each one. Choose a publication that suits your work. Sometimes your work can get lost in big publications. Take your time to decide which one will work best for you and your work. Tweet about it. Make sure you post your story on Twitter and Facebook. Get talking about it, and get other people excited. Plus, don't be afraid to come back and promote it again a few days later. My success has been writing every day. We hear this a lot on Medium now. But, honestly, it's the best thing I have ever done. About having a writing routine. This is really useful. I have a small toddler, and my days are never predictable. I can't get too ambitious with my daily aims. I wish I could write all day, and edit the next, but I simply can't. However, I can take Tim's advice and create my own writing habits. The routine I chose is simple and realistic. Every day, I edit my story from yesterday and then I write a new one and reply to my comments. I make sure I write every single day. Even when I can barely open my eyes due to sleep deprivation, or I don't feel well, or I lack motivation, forcing myself to write every day has taught me so much. I have learned about self-discipline and productivity. I used to be a procrastinator, but writing every day has put an end to that forever. I still can't believe it myself. But, when I sit down at my laptop, I write. I don't check my emails, or go online shopping or find out how fast my baby is developing for an 18-month-old. I write. My secret? The amazing book, The Power of Habit. This life-changing read talks about the science behind habits. The author, Charles Duhigg, explains how it works. Something tells our brain to go into automatic mode and start the chosen task. It may be seeing your trainers and going for a run, or seeing your laptop and starting to write routine. This is the process. For example, it could be running, writing, drawing, or working. Reward. This is the rush of dopamine we get when we finish the process and accomplish our goal. If the reward is significant, the brain will consider this particular loop as worthy of remembering for the future. Charles Duhigg tells us, over time this loop routine, reward, routine, reward, becomes more and more automatic. The cue and reward become intertwined until a powerful sense of anticipation and craving emerges. Eventually, a habit is born. This means you will write no matter what. The power of habit has taken over, and motivation will no longer be a factor. This is why finding a writing habit that suits you is essential. It's easy to focus on my big earning stories and wonder how on earth I can repeat their success, or talk about other writers' pieces going viral and making $4,000 in 1 month. But, I don't want to make this process a lottery. I love the possibility of hitting big time, but I also like the consistency of writing every day and seeing the gradual rewards. So, all you have to do is ignore any worry or doubt and simply stick at it every single day. It may take you more than 4 months. But, by being involved in the community, responding to what your readers enjoy and writing regularly, you will see the results for sure. Thanks to Nicholas Goke for writing the great content.